across the border to go to work. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Real quick, there were some comments that... Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I hope happy, healthy, and safe. So if you're new here, hello. My name is Christina, and I live in Mexico. I crossed the border to go to work or run errands. And so while I wait in line or drive around, I like to make videos talking about my life, daily life, stuff that's going on in this crazy world. So I hope you guys hang out and subscribe. And for my returning lovers, hi guys, thanks for coming back. I love and I appreciate you all. So, I'm not working today. Big shocker. Not really. We're only working like one day a week at this point because takeout only. Bummer. So, I have some errands I need to run, and I wanted to talk about my weight issues. Before I get started, I would like to mention that the serums that I got in my Ipsy, I think it was, yes. I actually do feel a difference in my hair. I feel like it doesn't look as damaged as it usually does. I used both of them in my hair today. So I wanted to comment on that. I'm also wearing that Goddess eyeshadow from the Hip Dot palette that Jamie gifted me in my mystery box. I don't want to close my eyes because I'm driving, but if you guys can kind of see, I don't have eyelashes on, but it was really bright, way brighter than I was expecting. The other thing is the Laura Mood palette I got last month. There is like a white underneath. I wish I could show you. That'd probably be easier, but I'm not going to. It looks white, like white. So I was like, oh cool, I'll use this as a highlighter because that's what it has it like down below the palette, like in the big squares as like a highlighter, right? So I go and I start putting it underneath my eyes. It's pink. I don't know if it's like mixing with the concealer I had or what, but it is pink. It is not white. So I had like pink underneath my eyes. I was like, okay, not what I wanted. So, yeah, found that out. But the actual like glittery highlighter that's next to it is really cute, and that did work. Well, I like it, so throwing that out there. So, wait. As I was a kid, when I say kid, I'm gonna say like from the age of 10 and under, I was thin. From 10 and 18, 19. Actually, you know what? I'll say from 10 to 17, I was pretty chunky. I was pretty thick. You know, I think I would even call myself fat at some point. And I did start losing a little bit more weight when I turned 18, 19. I lost a crap ton of weight around 20. No, yeah, actually, I think it was 18. Yeah, when I turned 18, I started losing a crap load of weight because of, you know, and then from 20 to 21, I had my son, so I gained all the weight back and was once again pretty chunky. And then about 2 years after that, I started taking pills, which again caused me to lose weight. So I was really skinny again from, I'd say, 22 to 26. So at 26, I started having my other babies, and I gained all my weight back. In the beginning, it didn't come right back, but by the end of my second pregnancy, I had gained like 60 pounds. And so right after I had that baby, I had another baby. I'd only lost maybe 10 pounds. And that pregnancy actually didn't gain 60 pounds. I think I only gained 30 with her because I was already pretty big from the previous pregnancy. And then my I was 198 when I delivered my 4th child. Okay, you guys, 198 pounds. Okay. Now, right, as soon as you give birth, you usually will lose about between 8 to 10 pounds. For some it's more, for some it's less. I lost, I think, 8 pounds because you're losing the weight of your baby and like all the liquid that's in there with it. So I stayed pretty chunky for a while. I went through a time about 2 years ago that I honestly to this day don't know what was wrong with me, but I completely lost my appetite. Just 1000% could not eat. And eating anything made me feel super nauseous, like I was gonna barf all over the place. I could not eat. I was on a complete liquid diet. I drank my soda, I drank my Monsters, you know, juice, whatever. And I would nibble on stuff here and there, but normally I didn't eat like anything at all. So I got really skinny again. And I'd say I've kept that for a year and a half. And then all of a sudden, my appetite came back. And I wanted to eat again. I wanted to eat everything. It did start slowly, but eventually it got to the point where I was eating a lot. When I say a lot, I was never like a really big breakfast person, but I would eat something like in the early afternoon, whether it be like pizza or a burger or something not healthy, you know, and then I would snack on crackers or cookies or chips, like whatever I could, basically. And then again at night, I would have another meal that was not healthy, whether it was, you know, me cooking and making chicken and potatoes and, you know, not necessarily that that's not healthy, but I would eat 2 large meals in the day and then I would snack all around the day. And then late at night, like after dinner, sometimes even before, I would eat candy, Snickers. I'm in love with Paydays. I don't know why. I can literally eat, you know how you can buy like those bags of like the mini ones? I can eat an entire bag in one sitting. And you guys think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. That's part of my problem is I love sweets. I love candy. I love cookies. Like, if you give me a Snickers bar and a Monster, like we're besties. Like I love it. I crave it to the point where I will, if we don't have anything sweet in the house, I will get up and go to a store and go buy a candy bar. And usually I don't just buy one. I'll buy like 3 or 4 so I can have some throughout, and they'll be gone that day. Like very rarely will I ever hold on to a few so I have some for later. And if I do, they're gone the next day. And it's, none of it's healthy. You know, nobody should eat like that. So I noticed I started gaining the weight back to the point where none of my clothes fit me anymore. And in my head, I feel like, well, if I don't eat like a big meal and I just snack on the candy that I want all day, maybe I'll burn off enough to burn off like the candy calories. So I won't gain that much because I'm only eating candy. That's my thought process is, well, if I just don't eat a meal, then I can have as much candy as I want, which obviously is not right. Duh. But that's my way of thinking because I want the candy so bad. For example, last night I went and, well, I didn't go, but a few days ago, I went grocery shopping and I bought those cookies from Pillsbury. Is that it? Pillsbury? And they have them now where you can eat them raw or you can bake them into like cookies, right? So cookie dough is my weakness. I freaking love cookie dough. You could tell me that I will die of salmonella and I will still sit there and eat it. Like, I love cookie dough. My favorite ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, like all day. So, I didn't have, it was late. It was like late at night, like 11 o'clock at night. And I wanted something sweet. And I didn't have the energy, nor do I really want to bake at 11 o'clock at night. So I said, well, screw it, I'll just eat it raw, because you can, you know? So I opened up the package, and I took out 3, they're like the little mini ones. So I took out, no, I'm sorry, I took out 4. 4 of those, and I ate 1. And then I ate the other 3, like gradually, within the next 30 minutes. Okay. And then like maybe an hour or 2 later, I went back and had 2 or 3 more. And it's just stuff like that. Like, first of all, eating so late at night, I know that's not helping me. Eating all the junk food I eat is not helping me. It's not like I'm some 16-year-old teenager who can just burn it all off now. Like, I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 this year. Like, no. A 33-year-old woman should not eat that way. But I can't help it. I'm eating a white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookie. One of my favorites. They're my favorite. I haven't eaten anything all day. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I haven't had anything to eat at all. All I had was a Monster this morning. And I feel like I want to eat something. I don't want a big old burger or anything from McDonald's. I don't want, you know, a pizza. I don't want any of that. I just wanted something small and sweet to like hold me over. You know what I mean? So I get a cookie. You know, I wanted a payday, but they didn't have any at the register, so I didn't get the payday. But, you know, it's stuff like that that it concerns me. And part of me thinks maybe I'm diabetic and like but diabetes isn't run in my family at all. And I don't have any other symptoms that I would think of other than just craving freaking sugar. So I don't know how that works, but I haven't been to a doctor in like 2 years, so I mean, it is what it is. When it comes to exercising, I'm not gonna play myself. I'm not gonna lie to myself. There's no way in hell you'll ever see me exercising. There's not me. It's not who I am. Nope. Been there, done that. It's not who I am. Would I like to like go for walks and do stuff like that? Yeah, sure. I can do that. I live in Mexico though, so people don't walk in Mexico unless they're going somewhere. Yeah. That's not necessarily the safest thing to do. So I can't do that. What am I gonna do? Walk around my apartment? Can't do that. I get bored. Probably pull my hair out. I'd rather just sit down and watch TV. You know? Part of the reason why I like working at a restaurant is because you can't sit. I'm on my feet the entire time. And a lot of our shifts at the restaurant that I work at are long. You know, they're between 8 to 10 hours. So I'm constantly on my feet. I'm constantly moving. So at the end of the night, I walk anywhere between 4 to 6 miles just at work. And so that really kind of was my exercise. You know, I mean, I am exhausted when I get off. So it definitely does do something. But when I'm at work, usually I'll eat something from work, which happens to be, I try to be good and get a chicken Caesar salad. But I also like getting, we have like chicken quesadillas with french fries and burgers and pizza and what else do I get? There's a pulled pork sandwich that's really good. So like I do, nachos. I love our nachos. So it's food I should not be eating. But when I eat at work, that's normally my one meal for the day. Like I don't have 3 balanced meals. Like no, I eat once sometimes twice a day. And then I just snack a shit ton of candy. I eat candy. I love candy. I have an obsession with candy. And that's my problem. And like, everybody's like, oh, well, you have to have the willpower, you have to want to lose the weight, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, I enjoy being thin. Yes, I do. But I feel like being thicker doesn't bother me to the point where I feel like I need to make a change. Does that make sense? So if I had a choice, I would prefer to be thin, yes. But when I'm thinking to myself, God, I just want this candy, I just want this payday, but I shouldn't eat it, you're trying to lose weight, this is what's going on in my head. Oh, fuck it. It's cool. Just eat it. You want it, just eat it. That's literally what goes on in my head. Just eat it. You only live once. Eat the damn cookie. That's literally what I think about. So, yeah, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm unhealthy. Or I do get to a point where I'm not comfortable in my own skin as far as my weight. Because, especially now, I'm starting to notice, like, my face is chunkier. Even, like, the size 10, 11 jeans I have now are too tight. I don't like that. I ain't feeling that. Okay. I have some really cute jeans that I got recently that fit me just fine, and now all of a sudden they're like airtight to where I cannot breathe, nor are they anywhere near comfortable because of how tight they are. And that freaks me out. I don't want to be fat, you know. I don't mind being thick, chunky, you know, having some cushion for the pushing. Like, I don't mind being bigger, but I definitely don't want to be overweight or like obese or fat, you know. And there's a difference. Okay, I don't care what none of y'all say. There's a difference. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd share my own little journey. Maybe I'll end up getting skinny again. Maybe I won't. The thing. So, follow along. I'll keep you updated. But that's me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, share, and subscribe.